Alright guys, what is up? Today it's Woba here talking about Neith ADC. I got to play Neith ADC today. My mid wouldn't trade me. It's a whole thing. So, moving on, what can we actually learn from this? I see a lot of people building Neith wrong, which is really weird to me because she's literally the first diamond a lot of people have, and she's quite literally the first god you'll play as because she is the tutorial god. But people want to build oboe on her and things like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I'm going to talk about how we're building her and what we can do with it. Um, Pretty straightforward abilities here. She has her passive, her one is a straight line ability. It roots people that it hits. Root scales up, damage scales up, the usual. Then you have your backflip. Your backflip will lay down a weave, which is her passive. Her passive is a weave. If an enemy god dies, it will leave a weave on the ground. If you backflip, it'll leave a weave on the ground. It leaves for 2 seconds, and you get an extra ability on your or an extra usage out of your spirit arrow or your unravel. With your root, it'll hit the weave and it'll blow up in an AoE around it, so they can actually get hit by 2 times as much damage as they normally would because both of those would be instances of this amount of damage, 350 plus 90%, which is a lot. In a big team fight, you could even potentially hit two weaves at the same time if people are dying, and that's going to be a lot of damage. Very simple. Unravel is a good 1v1 ability pretty early game. It's going to give the enemy a 30% attack speed debuff, you a 30% attack speed buff, only working on gods here. But also, if it hits a weave, it will hit a heal that is twice as large as it normally would be. You can only heal off of 3 things with this ability at any point in time. I believe weaves are added on top of that, so it's kind of separate. Backflip, like I said, it's setting down a weave. It's going to be damage. It's going to slow people for quite a long time at the top level. It's really nice early game because early game you get the 1, you get the 3, and you can walk up to the back of the wave. Backflip, you now have a weave in the middle of the wave. You shoot it. You're clearing by like level 2. It's pretty insane. With Bluestone nerfs, it might be like level 3, but I think you'll survive. You get the point. World Weaver, this is a great alt. Honestly, it's global map presence when you don't have to travel or anything like that. There are some alts I'd like better in the global sphere, but this is really just a good one. The 490 damage is going to be very good, 120% of your physical power. Also, a lot of damage. You can get this thing to hit for like 800, 1000 damage when your late game is fucked. Um, from there, it also stuns, which is super nice. The only real way to counter this ability is to Aegis or to have somebody body block it for you, but that doesn't happen often enough that I really think it's a big deal. It has a pretty low cooldown. You get 40% cooldown on this. It's 54 seconds, so you could do a lot with it. You can quite frankly do quite a bit. The way that I like to build her, I go Bluestone. I think the Bluestone is just going to be very good. Right now, it's not what it was last patch, but it's still an extremely strong item. I'm going to hear people tell me that you should be getting Mannequin Scepter. No, you shouldn't. Don't listen to these people. They're lying to you. They want to go for this gimmick at the end. If you see Mannequin Hidden Blade passive, it's going to do 20% of somebody's 20% of their current health is physical damage, which is great if you're trying to go for a one-shot Neith build on your ult, but at the same time, if you read the fine print, it's telling you that this is only proccing if you're not hitting somebody for 5 seconds. You can't hit or be hit for 5 seconds. And now imagine yourself in a team fight where a you don't have an item essentially. I mean, you don't have a passive on the item. The item still has good stats, so you can make that work, but all you're getting is 60 power out of this item in most team fights because you need a basic attack. You're a hunter. That's just like you're not the traditional hunter, but you're still going to be basic attacking quite a bit. From there, we look at Bluestone again real quick. Oh, I can't. All right. Anyway, that's going to be up to like 45 power when you level it up. It's going to be nice. Um, and it also gets a percentage of their health when you level it up. It goes insane right now. Then from there, you can start tier 1 of Mace. I like to just play it simple and start tier 1 trans. I know they took the MP5 off the beginning of it. That's not great, but I always prioritize mana pots anyway because she has a heal and pretty early access to it. So you should be right about in this area. 1 health, 2 mana pots. From there, we're looking at maxing Transcendence is a pretty essential because when you max it, you're also going to get 10% cooldown as well as a ton of power and no mana issues. So that's a very good item for you to buy. Then your other core items. Right now, Crusher is insane. So we get Crusher because Crusher is going to do a lot of damage to them. It's a pretty expensive item, but it's just going to do a lot of damage. At the end of the day, especially when you're an ADC, all you're asked to do is damage. Do the damage. It's got attack speed. It's got pen. It really does just about everything you're looking for it to do. If you look at that 15% attack speed, not crazy. 10% pen, though, is. 50 power is very strong. And then really anything in this tree, if we're being honest, is going to be what you want to buy. The 30% of your physical power is only going up. Those stocks are rising quickly. So, like I said, we want to keep in this tree. We're going to get Jotun's Wrath. Jotun's Wrath is 45 physical power and 20% cooldown. Gets a little bit of flat pen, but it's just cheap and 20% cooldown. So now we're rocking 30 between these two items right here. And that's going to be like alts on alts on alts. And so we can put a lot of pressure out on the map, and we're in a very good place to do so. We can make sure that our jungler is getting picks. We can make sure that our mid is staying safe. Like, we can be aggressive in other parts of the map without even having to worry about our 1v1. All I got to do is clear wave, really. Um, Last essential item, I would say, you could throw it later in the build, but Titan's Bane. Titan's Bane, like, people will say Heartseeker. Titan's Bane just makes you do more damage. Like, there's no there's nothing complicated about it. It will do more for you than Heartseeker will because every 6 seconds you are going to do an extra 20% on top of your 20% pen, on top of your 10% pen from Crusher. So you're now at 50% pen on an ult, which is insane. Like, half their protections, really? I'll take that any day of the week. And the time that you're charging your ult for, this should be up pretty much every time you ult. So it's going to be super good for you. Now, with that said, things that you might need to go into. Say you're in mid and you're actually asked to do something helpful for your team. Brawler's Beat Stick could be useful for you. Anti-healing is a pretty important thing to have. If you are in mid, you're going to be asked to do it more, whereas if you're in carry, you're not. You're just going to be doing damage. There are things that supports and things can do to compensate, so it's not always going to be asked of you anyway. Otherwise, Hydra's Lament can be a fun last item. It's a little bit on the gimmicky side, I'll be honest, but if you root somebody, you basically confirm the next basic attack into them. So if you're getting this passive of an extra 35% damage on your basic attack right afterwards, that's not a bad thing at all. Like, that's going to be a lot of damage, quite frankly. Um, Otherwise, I like to put this one directly under Jotuns because it can be used in place of Jotuns. I do it some games. I don't really have too much rhyme or reason to it. It's just kind of how I'm feeling on the day. Because this is going to give us crit. And crit is pretty helpful. The way that they changed crit at rubber bands, so even though I only have 20%, the less I crit, the more I'm likely to crit with my next shot. 20% cooldown reduction, same thing as Jotuns. 400 gold more expensive, 450 gold more expensive than Jotuns. A little bit less power, 5 less power, but you also get 10% pen. So now we're at 60% pen for our ult, which is super nice as well. Gives your allies crit and gives you crit for objectives. Like, that crit on objectives should not be understated. It's going to help your fire giant push and things like that. Last thing that we could give thought to is Heartseeker. You can give thought to it. I just think I'm 90% of the time going this, this, this. If I need anti-heal, I'm there, but then if I needed anti-heal, it would probably be there, or if I needed anti-heal, it would look something like that. But 90% of the time, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4. And last item, I'll just throw this on because I already have everything else. And so then that puts me at the 60% I was looking for anyway. Um, you obviously level up the bluestone into brooch at the current moment. Brooch is very, very good. Bluestone brooch right here does 15% of their current health. Like, it's just strong. 40 power or 45 power too. Nothing to scoff at. This is alright, but it's just not going to compare to the damage you're doing. Plus, you don't get to capitalize on the attack speed much when you're ulting people, things like that. So that's what it should look like. And with that said, I think we can just jump right into the game. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next. And I hope I see you on Twitch. Okay. What is up, guys? Playing some Neith ADC today. I'd like to be playing some mid, but alas, Smite doesn't want me to. So we're here. Gonna go Bluestone Transcendence. Gonna be a general nuisance around the map. Yeah, we'll start all simple. As we get into it, we'll do a little more talking, a little less, a little more in depth. I think we can pull all three, but I don't know if Ganesh wants to. What did he start? He got Curse? Dude also flipped his mana and healing pots. That should be illegal. But, whatever. Be a man. Do it. Do it now. Yes. Alright, if we use his one to boost up my one, we'll be fine. Our mid lineup's pretty good, but I think, I'm assuming it's Scotty mid would make more sense than Oleron, but I haven't really seen a lot of Scotty mid. Nija's probably in a better place than Susanoo, but Susanoo has more AoE damage, so it could kind of go either way there. Their support Odin, our support Ganesh. I like Odin more, but it depends on the comp, and I don't think their comp is really Odin-centric as much as I would like it to be. I don't know how that went so poorly, but it is what it is. We're fine. We'll clear. No biggie. We didn't even miss any minions, really. We missed one minion. I'm fine with that. He does it afterwards, which is not ideal, but it's fine. My back foot coming up in 3. Would love this guy contributing to lane clear a little bit more, but can't have everything. Your right tower is under attack. I'm back declaring because they're not getting anything out of that.
I got your back, brother.
I didn't even know about that weave, if I'm being honest. So that wasn't bad. Hopefully he lets me hit. Thank you. Sometimes they don't, and it's a little frustrating. That's his lead. What's nice is stacking is going to be very easy.
On my way. You owe me one.
Should be able to get this minion too.
Thanks.
Oh, fuck me. I just fat fingered that.
Enemy ultimate
Now I
down.
don't have my heal for another level, which is not ideal. You say the absolute least about it. Alright. Situations where I would like my heal. That's one of them for sure. But now it has to wait until after my ult, because my ult's too essential.
Your evil strengthens our resolve.
They're level 5, so we cannot push up. I am somehow not level 5 because I missed like one minion there. There we are.
Enemy ultimate down.
Don't fear them, friends. Enemy missing left.
My ult's up. Unfortunate. We'll just do that. And we're just gonna kind of farm up, wait for 2k gold. 2k gold means that we get our thing. Shame that he didn't get that like half a second earlier, so I got my assist with it, but
Enemy ultimate down.
do a little
Out
bit of a
of mana.
nuisance
Enemy
poke
ultimate
with
down.
that blue stone. I guess I need to bite the bullet and buy my level 1 there. He's gonna look to out pressure me, but that's fine. Honestly, even losing my buff here is okay for me. Like, I care way more about getting Transcendence online than anything else. So I'm just gonna back now. Get that, so 2. I can only get 1 because I want to get a pot there. I mean a ward there. My ult's up now. Anybody with kill potential? No. He's probably clearing a lot of buffs. I can ult if they need me to.
Enemy ultimate down.
Drop anchor.
Alo just dropped a ward there.
I'll gank middle on my way. Your right tower is under attack. Enemy ultimate down.
I just want to make it very difficult for them to fight in mid. You're standing on Alaron's ward.
Ward here.
America to the rescue.
That's fine. We'll get some poke out on here. He can heal those things? That's wild. That's kind of insane, actually. Not that it's extremely good, but it's just strange. Like, why would you know that even?
Right ultimate is ready.
I'm on it.
Attack.
Thunder for all.
An enemy has been slain.
Thanks.
No problem.
Steady, lads. Shot be coming your way.
We'll just send it out. Not much you ultimately need to do with it. Get his ult out.
Okay, no problem.
Walk the
Okay,
plank.
I'll gank. Ultimate is down.
A fine prize.
So here, we probably want to back for Crusher, especially being an ADC. We might go Jotuns if I can't swing staying that long, but I have a lot of sustain right now, and I'm not really under threat. What does Nisha have built? Nisha didn't go Bluestone. Bluestone being kind of the meta right now is weird to me that he didn't, but Eye of the Jungle's fine, I guess. It's going to be tankier late game. Jotun's 20% cooldown, so he probably has ult. Yeah, I feel fine with that at the moment. Got 10 seconds on my back, or 12 on my back flip, but I can beat his ult if I need to. Likely I'll need to. He didn't even bother with it. There we go. We get that. My ult's up in 2.
Enemy ultimate down.
Your left tower is under attack. You have slain an enemy.
Thanks.
Gank left lane. On my way. Ultimate is down. Enemy ultimate down.
Enemy ultimate down.
Your right tower
So
is under
here,
attack.
one thing that's good to do is just freeze as much as you can. So he didn't want me to freeze there, that's fine.
A hold there.
Ultimate is down. You believe your middle tower is under attack.
I should have backed anyway, I had 3k and I was just being greedy. Didn't even realize it.
I
So yeah,
it'd
we'll
be
just
fine.
get that.
Your left
Why
tower under
A little bit extra sustain. Oh,
Holy shit! You're on fire!
Nice.
Nice job.
You scoundrel!
so that's gonna be big. Is just taking advantage of his ult cooldown because his ult cooldown at this point in the game should be 120 seconds. I want to say. Yeah, I level up my ult next upgrade. So
Enemy spotted. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Some more paint.
all right, that's worth. I mean, is it worth level 12, level 13? Yeah, it's worth actually. He's going Transcendent, so he's gonna hit like a fucking truck. Nija with Transcendence, if he gets or if he gets what's it called, Deathbringer, he's gonna just absolutely murk whoever he hits.
I'll gank right lane.
Steady, lads.
On my way.
Enemy missing. Kyo weathered eye on the horizon.
Help right lane, please.
Steady, lads. Incoming!
I'd agreed to for them.
Out of mana.
Oh, 1 second on my fucking.
Yo, take 5.
1 second on beads.
Your left tower is under attack.
Alright, yeah, that's good. At least we get that for it. They're probably gonna do gold. Let me get a counter ward instead.
Holy shit! You're
Enemy
on fire!
ultimate
Enemy
down.
missing.
Just gotta be careful there.
Boom, baby!
Enemy missing.
Another Patriot has fallen. 2 down, baby.
That was just them playing too aggressive for that situation.
Steady, lads.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, that's
I'm
no
on
point in
it.
me doing that.
Your middle tower has been destroyed.
Up there. To Davy Jones's locker.
Your team is destroyed on
That's
the
fine.
enemy tower. On my way.
How the fuck is he already over here?
On my way. On your side. You're on fire!
Enemy ultimate down.
Does he have, no, he doesn't even have that. That's insane. How is he so quick?
Freedom! Don't fear them, friend. Please. Your right tower is under attack.
I have ult if Hebo gets eyes.
Shot be coming your way.
Think I hit Odin.
Enemy ultimate down. down.
Drop anchor.
Can't push up that far to really clear. It's kind of unfortunate. Can I scheme it? Yeah, my wave's gonna win anyway. I gotta just let it be. Get my ult back up. Steal those from them.
Enemy has been slain.
And now I can
got
get
your back, brother.
Jotuns, which is pretty big for me.
Be right back. Your left tower is under attack. Your left tower has been destroyed. USA! USA!
Thanks.
Thunderbus.
Got him. We're gonna get our
On my way.
Titan's Bane
Apologies.
online.
To the rescue!
Enemy missing. Enemy missing. Enemy missing. Retreat.
Freedom!
We're gonna try to get into that if they need help.
Attack! Fire giant!
On my way.
We have that, so that now we can secure. If we need to, that does like 1,000 damage almost. I don't know how much it is actually, but yeah, actually 1,000 damage because it hits my root twice essentially, which my root doing 500 damage a
Enemy
piece is
missing.
pretty nice, gotta say.
Here.
My ult's up in 10.
The flank.
Attack the gold fury. Group up! An enemy has been slain! Will be swift.
Steady, lads. Get away.
Going in on the Scotty there.
An ally has been slain!
Ahoy there.
This Arthur is poked out a bit.
Enemies at the gold fury.
Plunder for all.
We're gonna get tower here.
Double kill. You rock. Holy shit! You're on
Nice. We probably get T2 here. Once those minions come.
Watch the flank. Steady, lads.
On my way. On my way.
To the rescue.
I'm doing what I can then. It's more worth it for me to have this than worry about that fight now.
Another patriot has fallen.
Down you go.
Your team has destroyed a right enemy tower.
Coming.
Send that off.
An enemy has been slain.
That'll help me broadside.
I don't know that it even hit because I think he got the kill beforehand. Yeah, Nisha. There we go. We're just building up Titan's Bane.
I got your back, brother.
Why are we still? Okay.
Seeing you. Be right back.
I got pretty fed here.
Retreat!
I missed that. Kind of bad. Green buff is up. They're going. They're definitely on gold. Come on.
Keo weather eye on the horizon. Every
Alright, I
world
thought they
is
were
a
thinking.
weather
That's not
eye.
on me.
Shot me coming
Get
your
that.
On my way.
Ally has been slain.
Nisha somehow lives there. Nisha still living?
America to the rescue.
Yeah.
Two down, baby.
Kill the dog.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Get that.
That's too bad.
If I could spot him.
On my way.
And up we go.
I was too close.
Dead flag coming.
Let the waters.
Alaron, one hit.
An enemy has been slain. I'm on it. On my way. On my way.
There we go.
Be right back.
Get that. I'm gonna farm up to get
I'll attack
full
the
blue
fire
stone.
giant.
Ganesh, do you think you can tank this?
Strike this
We just gotta keep it around this thing. And we're good.
Ahoy there. That'll
That's full
help
blue
you out,
stone. Maybe I could have gone the crit one instead of Jotun's, but I wanted cheap crit. I mean cheap CDR because the crit one's a little bit expensive. The late game I could sell it.
Ultimate is ready.
You're on fire! Another patriot has fallen. An enemy has been slain. You're on fire!
Voice be heard.
We go fire here.
Your right tower.
Attack
Who's
fire
gonna take it
giant.
from us?
Yes.
This is where that crit really would come into play, though. I have a double bomb lined up that I didn't even realize, so that's nice. There we go.
I'm going for jungle bomb. Be right back.
This has been a pretty solid game so far.
Flanked. Ultimate is ready. To Davy Jones's locker.
Your team has destroyed a middle enemy tower.
Yo, can I take that? Oh, word.
Steady, lads.
I don't want to necessarily take part in that fight. What's a good last item to go here? I could go Heartseeker, I could go Hydra's Lament. Hydra's might be good for our tower push. That's Nisha, that's a big pick.
Attack middle lane.
Yep. That's hilarious that that shuts down the dog. Dude, drive-bys on that ice, I guess. I'm just gonna focus on doing that. Oh. We're killing Oleron. That's for sure. Alright, that's game.
Great game.
And yep. There we go. That was very clean.
Good hunting.
Nice job, everybody.